good once again to be back here with Terry Bradshaw at halftime. James Brown along with you. Dockers halftime. Boy, I tell you what, Jimmy Johnson said during the pregame show he thought it was going to be a penalty-filled affair. Thus far, it has been that way with
I wonder how Jimmy knew that. I guess going up against Buddy so many times, but you had to think that that is the case, and it's held true. Right now, we're looking at 11 penalties. The only ones that have been able to move the football are the who? The refs.
The refs.
The refs. Good move. But Jimmy was right. A game filled with emotion. Buddy Ryan returning. And in this football game right now, I think Philadelphia's done an excellent job. Randall Cunningham has really kept it together. He's played well. He's rushed for 54 yards. Done a nice job. No interceptions.
Poised, huh?
Poised.
Okay,
exactly.
He'll need it in the second half. The only scoring in that one, a 36-yarder by Eddie Murray. That accounts for the Eagles scoring at the half there. San Francisco and Washington, a lot of scoring for San Francisco. 37 points, the league's top scoring machine. And I tell you what, Steve Young found it going early.
You bet. Steve, there's Brent Jones down the middle, gets by the linebacker who had a man-for-man, nobody in the middle. Darrell Green catches up. He can't make the tackle. A poor attempt. Brent Jones, 69 yards, the longest of his career.
And then Tim McDonald picks off young Gus Frerotte.
In the lanes. We had talked about the lanes, and McDonald had gotten in a lane. There's Frerotte. He didn't see him. McDonald, a little, there you go, all the way down.
A little slow.
I'm not going to say that, 72 yards.
Jerry Rice isn't slow.
Not at all. This is his 132nd touchdown in his brilliant career. An excellent day by the 49ers. Once again, best offense going against a defense that can't stop people from scoring.
Would you say a little slow on that, huh?
I didn't want to know.
Oh, no, McDonald was slow, and he knows that. San Francisco wasn't, though. 15 points better than Washington today. Okay, Minnesota, boy, what a game there. Warren Moon takes his team to victory in the last 5 seconds. Take a look at Moon and Jake Reed.
Jake Reed, this is a 13-yard TD reception. A deep crossing route. New Orleans is back by 7. Minnesota up by 7. But here comes Everett Wesley Walls tied in. That ties it up. 14-all with this 2-yard TD reception. And then Moon to Quadre Ishmael. Now look at this. Poor tackling here allows Ishmael to get inside for the tying touchdown. And then the extra point, of course, gave the victory to the Minnesota Vikings. Boy, they are really playing well, but I thought the New Orleans Saints, I thought they played an excellent game. They just couldn't put it away when they needed to.
Warren Moon, 33 of 57.
Most attempts in his career, JB.
All right, so Minnesota wins it 21-20 over the Saints. Okay, in Milwaukee today, the Packers had this one handily. Scott Mitchell leaves with a broken bone, and David Craig comes on. But look at Mitchell early.
Yeah, this is Mitchell early. We had mentioned earlier on the pregame show about his contact lenses. Bryce Paup with the interception. Here's Sean Jones. This knocks Mitchell out of the game. He breaks a bone in his non-throwing hand, which is his right hand. In comes David Craig. Up in the air, Herman Moore, who had a phenomenal day. Just absolutely incredible day there. You see Wayne Fonts trying to encourage his team on, but Herman Moore, the Lions, made a great effort coming back. But once again, it was too much Green Bay and Brett Favre.
Howie Long's guy, Sean Jones, did the damage. Detroit drops to 4-5. Green Bay improves to 5-4. Okay, in Tampa Bay, Chicago sweeps for the first time since 1991, winning it by 14 points today. Okay, and also in Atlanta, only one touchdown for the Falcons. That from Jeff George to Terrence Mathis, but that was all that was needed. Stan Humphries didn't play today.
Nice job, and if no, he did. And there's George out with Terrence Mathis. Great effort, 9-yard TD reception.
And that accounted for all the scoring, as I mentioned. Andre Rison, no catches in this game, but the Falcons win it by a 1-point margin. Miami had to come from behind. The Colts had this one. Don Shula, he was sweating throughout the day.
Well, he was, but look who he's got slinging the pill for him. Our guy, Dan Marino, down the field. O.J. McDuffie, 28 yards. Miami down by 3 now, 21-19.
Then that 34-yarder by Stoyanovich did it. And is Shula a little happier there, as is the case with Dan Marino. And the Colts lose it 22-21 to the Miami Dolphins. Okay, moving along here. Houston loses to the Steelers. That in overtime. The score there 12-9. Here's the one that did it. I tell you what, Gary Anderson, big day. 4 field goals, 4-4. Jack Pardee just can't catch a break as they lose that one, and Houston drops to 1-8 on the season. Okay, and keeping up with the rest of the NFL scoreboard, the Patriots are losing by a field goal. That one in the second quarter, so still low-scoring affair there. Buffalo, 14-3 over the Jets. Don Beebe, a 37-yard touchdown reception from Jim Kelly, a part of the scoring there. Denver trailing the L.A. Rams. Jerome Bettis, 19 carries for 65 yards. He's having himself a very good first half. And Seattle and Cincinnati, a baseball score there. The Seahawks on top by 2. More after this.